This is it. Judgment Day is here.
And the champ is going to have his hands full with this animal.
I have to believe he's up to the task.
And I have to believe he will be lucky to walk out of here tonight.
It's the champion versus the animal. And it's all going to be settled here tonight.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more.
Hey there, champ, it's Shane O'Mac. Listen, I know you've been having a little bit of a trouble with, let's say, a certain behemoth lately. I'm calling to offer you a deal. Work together with us, and your contender problem will be a thing of the past.
I heard you told those losers to go to hell. I'm sure at least one of them's familiar with the place. If it means I get you one-on-one, I'll help you put that freak out of action permanently.
With just over a week to go until Judgment Day, tonight's show will be intense. This is Michael Cole, here with JBL, and we're hearing rumors that the champion has been offered an alliance.
He'd be a moron not to take it. Nobody could survive long against his two rivals.
It's a great chance to take out a rival, but is it too good to be true?
It's possible, but let's face it, the champ's running out of options.
The champion earned the ire of this man when he refused his offer of assistance.
Oh, come on. The champ already had all the ire he could handle before that ever happened. He'll stop at nothing to break the champ in half, and he's made no secret of that.
You've got to give the champ all the credit in the world for managing to survive two of the most dangerous superstars on SmackDown for this long.
For crying out loud, don't jinx the man, Michael Cole. Tonight isn't over yet. Nice quick counter there. I think these superstars are going to keep up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't for personal experience.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
This could be big, but it could backfire.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever...
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Nice reversal.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beaten quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
Here's the pin. This could be it. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
This could be 3 right here. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
You got to be careful when you're going up there. What in the world happened to Jeff Hardy to make him turn out the way he did?
I don't think anything happened to him. Jeff's just one of those people who marches to the beat of a different drummer. Wow, listen to that chant.
The crowd makes a huge difference, whether they're for you. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
And there's the counter. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised. Look at this. Pandering to the...
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
Sometimes it seems like there's no risk too great for Jeff Hardy to take.
That's because he's got more brains than sense.
I doubt that. If he didn't know what he was doing, he'd never have lasted as long as he has in this business.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a rep. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. It's
the champ has survived yet another onslaught.
Yeah, but if he was a cat, I'd say his 9 lives are about up.
We know the GM wants him to rest up next week for Judgment Day.
And that's exactly what he should do, but I doubt he will.
You might be right. He didn't earn that championship by taking time off.
I know that when I was a champion, I constantly went after the competition, and he's got to do the same.
do you think you're doing? I don't want to see alliances. I want to see a champion who is ruthless. So put one of those animals down.
Judgment Day is this Sunday. This is Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield, and tonight the #1 contender will be decided.
This is a critical week, Michael. If anyone wants to make an impact before Judgment Day, it has to be now.
And with the champion not scheduled for a match, you have to wonder how he'll make his presence felt.
I don't know, but he better do something. No one holds on to the championship by sitting on their butt.
How'd you like to have to stand between these two animals?
Haha, no thank you. You'd have to be crazy or suicidal to do that.
What the heck? It's the champion!
Good God in heaven. He knocked the referee out of the ring. I can't remember the last time I saw rage like that.
The champion has lost it, and I don't think there's any hope of controlling this chaos.
Yeah, but this is one superstar who doesn't hang up his boots just because the bell rang.
The champ came to take out his rival, and that's exactly what he did. This has all the makings of a great match for Judgment Day. He still wants to get his hands on the champ.
Well, he'll get his chance this Sunday.
Very soon you can kiss your championship and your career goodbye. You're stepping into the ring with the animal, punk, and I'm gonna tear you apart.
I knew you were dumb enough to put your championship on the line against one of those animals, but I can't believe you didn't realize I was working with both of them. Gotta be a little smarter than that.
This is it. Judgment Day is here.
And the champ is going to have his hands full with this animal.
I have to believe he's up to the task.
And I have to believe he will be lucky to walk out of here today.
It's the champion versus the animal, and it's all going to be settled here tonight. He has torn through all opposition like a wild animal to get to this point, a championship match in the main event of Judgment Day.
What do you mean like an animal? His career is a testament to the survival of the fittest, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if we crown a new champion here tonight.
If there's any fear in the heart of the champion, he's doing an amazing job of concealing it.
I'll give him credit. He's got a hell of a poker face. But if he's got any sense at all, he's got to be scared as hell about losing this match and his championship. Watch it. He reversed it. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Rope break.
What a reversal. He saw that one coming.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the mat. You got to be careful when you're going up there.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. And look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd.
This is going to be big, one way or the other. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah.
There's the cover. Can he do it?
I'll never understand. Looks like someone's moving up in the world. Here's the pin. This could be it.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. If you ask me, Batista's best days. Here's the pin.
1, 2.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what he's going up, and what goes up must come down.
That's their right. They paid for their tickets after all.
He could pin his opponent right here.
2, 3.
Night after night, the
He did it. He retained the championship.
I've got no earthly idea how he did it.
And here he goes, adding a little insult to injury.
Or a little injury to injury.
I think he's sending a message to every other potential contender out there.
No doubt about it, and I think it's been received loud and clear.
Wow, he's really rubbing it in.
Good for him. You can't tell me his opponent would have done any different.
Well, looks like you came out of your title defense in one piece. Congratulations. Savor that victory, because it only gets tougher from here on out. So far, I have to admit you've been an acceptable champion, and I expect a vigorous title defense at the next pay-per-view. But you need to get yourself some eye candy. I want you to get yourself a WWE diva to accompany you everywhere from now on. Got it?
I don't know if you've heard what your ex-partner has been saying about you, but I think it's just terrible that he'd say that about a champion. Then again, maybe I'm a little biased. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but gold is a very close second. Good luck out there this week, handsome. Not that I think you'll need it. I hope you don't mind, but I asked our general manager if I can manage you in the match. I wanted the chance to see you in action. Up close and personal.
Judgment Day has come and gone, and the march toward the Great American Bash begins tonight. Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and it sounds like the champ is going to have his hands full.
We've heard rumors about some funny business backstage involving him and a certain diva.
And his former ally is back and blames him for the injury that put him on the shelf.
For his sake, I hope he keeps his head in the game and his eyes on the prize.
We've been hearing rumors that the champ's ex-partner blames him for the injury he suffered several weeks ago.
Yeah, and with him coming to ringside this week, we could see some sparks fly.
She's the champ's new manager, and the rumor has it that it's a position she lobbied for.
He's a lucky man. I'd like to think of myself as having a superior mind for business, but I'd let her manage me any day of the week.
Anytime you get a chance to face the champion one-on-one, even in a non-title match like this one, it can't help but raise your profile.
Yeah, but a big loss here tonight would prove to our general manager that he's not ready for prime time.
But the day don't have no memory. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can hold me. Nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like drop the cannon. Got the juice. All for the things to let.
He's the champ's former partner who was sidelined with an injury several weeks ago, and now we've been hearing that he's looking for some payback.
I can't blame him. If you're partnered up with someone, you expect them to watch your back, and I'm sure that's exactly what he's going to do here tonight.
Houston, Texas is home to SmackDown action tonight. I'm Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a show we've got for you tonight.
Absolutely. After tonight, Houston's never going to know what hit it.
You got that right, partner. The Space City loves SmackDown, and the superstars are not going to let them down.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Nice quick counter there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1,
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered a high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum. Wow, listen to that chant.
The crowd makes a huge difference, whether they're for you or against you.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, he's going up, and what goes up must come down. He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
You could search the world over, and
I think he's going to fly.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
He could get the pin right
1,
here.
2. These superstars are so unpredictable.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
And there's the counter.
I think I'd have more respect for MVP if he'd stop talking about how great he is and start showing us.
Hey, if you can bring it, you can sing it.
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? This capacity crowd is making their...
He's 3 seconds away
1,
from victory.
2, 3.
When I first heard...
Love him or hate him, he's still SmackDown's champion.
He's living on borrowed time, trust me.
I think it's safe to say that his ex-partner certainly hopes so.
You can say that again. Being the champ has a way of earning you enemies.
I don't expect they'll be sending each other Christmas cards this year.
That's not much of a loss. I think the champ's found himself a much cuter partner.
Listen, I want to manage you again this week, but I also want our relationship to be, well, a little more than professional. Things haven't been going well with him lately. You're the one I want. I just don't know how I should handle it. What do you think I should do?
I don't know what ideas you're putting in my girl's head, but you better quit it. She's got no time for losers, and after I become the #1 contender and take your title at the Great American Bash, that's exactly what you're gonna be.
The Great American Bash might be 2 months away, but SmackDown's on fire tonight. Michael Cole with JBL at ringside, and John, what do you think of this little love triangle we've got going on?
I think it's a disgrace for our champion to be carrying on with another superstar's woman like this.
I'm not sure it's as cut and dried as that, partner.
I'm sure that's what he'd have you believe, but I trust this guy about as far as I can throw him.
Over the past few months, he's elevated himself to the position of #1 contender, but he might also have some personal reasons for wanting to face the champ.
No question, Michael. No man wants another rooster in the hen house, if you know what I mean.
One of the champion's constant obligations is to identify and eliminate potential threats to his title, and he's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Well, let me get this straight. He's supposed to represent SmackDown, and he's running around with another man's girl. Well, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but that doesn't seem right to me.
Here's someone I didn't expect to see. She's supposedly broken up with the champ's opponent. So what's she doing out here?
I don't know, but this is only going to make a volatile situation worse. Nothing makes a man's blood boil faster than a beautiful woman. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured...
So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
I think we might be looking...
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't. This could be 3 right here.
1, 2.
These people might not respect Chavo Guerrero, but they have to respect the legendary Guerrero family. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. And there's the reversal.
And there's the counter.
Oh.
These fans have got something they want to share with us.
That's their right. They paid for...
Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're...
The champ is still in possession of the title that his opponent craves.
That's not the only thing he's in possession of from the looks of things.
That's a good point. I can't help but notice that he's leaving alone.
That's a dirty trick. Undermining your opponent by stealing his girl.
Well, like they say, all's fair in love and war.
And make no mistake about it, this is the start of a war, I guarantee it.
Yeah, so I figure it's only a matter of time before that gold's around my...
Oh boy, I don't know if he meant for the champ to hear that.
What are you doing with her? And you've got the nerve to accuse me of fooling around?
Whoa, hold on. Calm down.
Stop it!
That's your idea of a real man, huh? Come on, we're leaving.
Did you see that? The #1 contender just laid out the champ.
Listen, player, I heard about your little backstage scuffle, and I don't want any more of that, you feel me? I can't afford to have my top guy injured before the Great American Bash. I'm keeping the two of you away from each other this week.
Hey there, it's me. I just got the okay to accompany you to ringside in your match this week. So I'll see you out there. And hopefully before. I just love having you for a partner.
With the Great American Bash still almost 2 months away, things are really heating up on SmackDown. Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and the champ is looking for revenge tonight.
Yeah, the #1 contender punked him out earlier this week and made him look like a damn fool.
And that assault has emboldened other potential contenders to step up and challenge the champ.
That means the champ's got to send a message to the locker room tonight.
It's kind of nice to see the champ doing his fighting inside the ring for a change.
I bet he's thinking the same thing. He's definitely got the worst of that little backstage scuffle we heard about earlier.
It's hard to separate fact from fiction, but it seems like she's decided to dump the #1 contender in the champ.
That's what I call trade.
I've heard that he's complained that the champion's love life is overshadowing the hype for this non-title match.
If you ask me, I think he's just jealous of the fact that the champ can get himself a lady who's that smoking hot.
He was one step ahead on that one.
You could search the world over and you won't find another superstar like the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy.
And I, for one, am grateful for that. The last thing this company needs is another head case like him.
He might be unconventional, but there's no questioning the name he's made for himself.
Unconventional is what...
And there's the pin!
1, 2.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of kabumps...
He's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake, and we're going to see that fire...
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
You know, there's such a thing as...
Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Regardless of how you personally feel about Matt Hardy,
I think he's gonna fly.
what? He's going for the pin. This
1,
could be it.
2, 3.
I'll never...
Oh boy, how did I know we'd be seeing him here tonight?
If you ask me, the champ's lucky he waited until after the match.
I think the champion is inviting him into the ring.
And I, for one, would love to see that cheating slime ball get his due.
It seemed like he's thought better of it. Thank goodness for that.
Speak for yourself. I can't wait for those two to throw down again.
I just got Mr. McMahon's email, and all I can say is, bring it on. I've got a new lady in my life these days, and she's gonna help me get a little payback on you and that cheating tramp.
Hey there. I hope you're ready for our match this week. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely looking for some payback against my ex and his little girlfriend.
Geez, everyone seems so wound up about this match. I really don't know what the big deal is. Oh, and don't tell my fella about this, but I'm kind of looking forward to being in the ring with you.
He definitely wants to soften up the champion before their match at the Great American Bash, but that's not his only agenda here tonight.
It sure isn't. He's got a new lady in his life and payback on his mind.
If you ask me, I think the #1 contender's done pretty well for himself, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. She's so hot, even you're attracted to her.
She's obviously holding a grudge against her ex, and I don't think she's too happy with his new girlfriend either.
There's nothing I love more than a good old-fashioned catfight, and I hope we see one here tonight.
It's the second time in 4 weeks that the champ has faced his #1 contender, and that could cost him down the line.
That's for sure. Every time he gives his challenger a chance to face him, he's basically giving him practice for their Great American Bash match.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
Michelle, this superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on.
Looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans. And
I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. He could get the pin right here.
2.
I hope this, he's got him covered.
1, 2.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, and here's the cover.
1, 2.
Look at the confidence. He's letting his opponent know what's up.
He'd better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
This could be big, but it could backfire.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he?
Yeah, and 10,000 paying customers can't be wrong.
3.
Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
What in the world happened?
What an intense, emotional match that was.
We call that couples counseling, Smackdown style.
And from the looks of these two, they make one heck of a team.
Yeah, in and out of the ring from what I'm hearing.
So I guess the rumors must be true. They really are a couple then.
Sure, this week, but she seems like a lady who has a hard time making up her mind.
Hi there. Listen, I don't know how to say this, but I think I might have made a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have left him. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'll talk to you later. Hi, it's me. Look, I think it would be a good idea if I got some of my stuff back. I'm pretty sure I left something in your dressing room. Let me know when I can come by and get it, okay? That was the sweetest thing ever. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry I was being so silly. You've got a big match this week that you need to be ready for. And I'll be ready for you when it's over.
We're only a month away from the Great American Bash. This is Michael Cole and JBL welcoming you to SmackDown, where it seems our champion's complicated love life has gotten even more convoluted.
And I can't believe the champ's letting himself get distracted like this going into a title defense.
And to make matters worse, his girlfriend might be going back to her ex, the #1 contender.
I guess we'll see if the champ's letting the pressure get to him tonight.
You know, I think we spent more time discussing the champ's love life than his upcoming title defense at the Great American Bash.
Yeah, and it's obvious to me that his head isn't in that match. He should be focused on one thing, retaining his championship.
And this is exactly the wrong superstar to have to face if you're distracted by personal issues.
Look on the bright side. At least it's a non-title match. When the champ gets his head handed to him, maybe that'll be the wake-up call he needs. I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning. That's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him. And now he's going to talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstar. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground. And here's the cover.
1, 2.
Sometimes it seems like there's no risk too great for Jeff Hardy to take.
That's because he's got more brains than sense.
I doubt that. If he didn't know what he was...
He's going for the cover.
1, 2.
Man, this one's turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd, and I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
There's the reversal.
He may get the 3 count right
1,
here.
2, 3.
You know, I like Booker a lot. Here we go again. What's this guy's problem?
What's his problem? His problem is that the champ can't keep his hands off of his girl.
Now, wait a minute. Whoever said she was his girl anyway?
I'm just saying what I've heard. And I've heard they've been spending time together.
Well, whatever the case, I think he needs to just let go.
You make this sound like it's all his fault. Don't you see he's the victim here?